Hey everybody, it's Colton from College Ministry, and today's devotional comes from the book of Hebrews. We're looking at chapter 10, verse 25. And it says this, "Let us not neglect our meeting together, as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of his return is drawing near." What the scripture is saying essentially is, let's make meeting together a priority, because when we do that, we're able to encourage one another, we're able to care for one another. And when those things happen, we get to build each other up. We get to strengthen each other's faith. But meeting looks a little different now, right? Our schools aren't open. Our church building's not open. We're not meeting in life groups in person together anymore. So things look different. And while I hope you're taking advantage of the opportunity you have to spend time with your family, I really hope you're making time to spend with your church family as well. Galatians 6:2 says this, "Share each other's burdens, and in this way obey the law of Christ." One of the things that we get to do for each other is share each other's burdens, to care for one another. But the tough thing is that we can't share each other's burdens if there's nobody to share it with. Right now, Satan is using this situation to separate us, to make each other feel disconnected from one another. Because something that we don't realize is that the church isn't a building, it's people. So if we as people can stay connected to one another, to care for each other, to encourage one another, then we get to help be the church for one another. So I want you to be thinking, how can you be staying connected to your church family this week? You can do a couple things. And one of them is make sure that you're tuning into the messages each weekend. And the second is to talk about what's actually happening in your life with at least one person. That's your challenge this week. Find one person in your life that you can share what's happening. Share your victories, the awesome things that are happening, and share some of the other things that are happening in your life, like maybe some anxiety that you might feel about what's happening. You might be feeling lonely. Whatever it happens to be, I want you to find somebody that you can share your burdens with. And when you do that, you open up the opportunity to help carry someone else's burdens too. That we get to carry each other's burdens. Who's that one person that you're going to do that with? Let's be the church for each other.